What's up, guys? Deck. Oh my goodness, I should have probably cleaned the floor here so I can actually stand here. Deck profile for my newly made zombie deck using the zombie. Spoiler alert. That was totally not Magic Arm Shield. Using the zombie horde and the zombie world structure decks. So, let's get into this. 22 monsters, 5 traps, the rest are spells, 40 card deck. Starting off with triple zombie master. Hold on, let me. That did not work at all. I'm trying. I'm sorry. Lighting's bad. Alright, triple zombie master. Must have in the deck. 2 works as well. I do not suggest 2. Once per turn, you can send 1 monster card from your hand to the graveyard for someone 1 level 4 or lower zombie monster from either player's graveyard. 1800 attack, 0 defense. 0 defense is no surprise, it's a zombie. Gotta be expected for that. So, 3 zombie master. And then for our triples, we're running triple pyramid turtle. Mainly because everything in here, except for Marionette Might, is a zombie. And even if it was, obviously Zombie World will apply to it. But, actually no it won't, because it's not in the deck. Every zombie in this deck has 2000 or less defense. So, there's nothing in the deck that this can't summon. So, only time that this can't summon something is if you're pretty much running out of deck. So, destroy by battle and sent to the graveyard. Start summon 1 zombie with 2000 or less defense from your deck. Name 3 zombies that have 2000, more than 2000 defense, other than Despair from the Dark, because I'm giving you that one right now. 2000 attack, 2800 defense. Alright, so those are our triples. Here's our doubles. So, we have our double Red-Eye Zombie Dragon. I want to run 3. 3 seems a little excessive since it's higher level. I'm trying to keep this deck's level balance. I'm sorry, there's a lot of background noise. I can't even hear myself think. 2 Red-Eye Zombies. Help take control of your opponent's cards. Use them for your rituals or Xyz summons that we will get into later. Next we have our double paladin of Cursed Dragon. Special summon, once again, debating between 3 or 2. 2 seems to work because you can target 1 level 4 lower zombie in your opponent's graveyard that was destroyed by battle this turn. Summon it to your field. Pretty much a monster reborn for a zombie that was destroyed by battle this turn. Next we have Doom King. For our ones, we have 1 Doom King. Special summon during your standby phase if pretty much Zombie World in this case is on the field. And you can negate effects and banish monsters once each per turn. Due to a chain, Necro World Banishee, must have. I would run 3. I don't have 3. But protects Zombie World basically. Can't be destroyed and can't be targeted by card effects. Applies to both players. And if it were to be in your grave, you can banish it to activate 1 from your deck or grave. Hand or deck. Alright. Next, we have Gozuki. Send to the grave. You may mainly want to mill to send, and then use Mezuki to summon it right back. So, I mean, their names are similar. They have the exact same sets. How can they not be worked together? Next, we have, I don't know how to say it, Shintendosh. Whoa. Look, I'm actually going to, there we go. Sorry about that. Once per turn, you can activate Shintendoji, Earth level 4. Once per turn, activate 1 of these effects, banish 2 zombies to draw a card, or return 1 zombie to the top of my deck. You want to chain that with him, which is why I'm only running one of each, because you want to use him on those. Once again, I would run 3. I don't see it worth it. Running 2 of him would be good, but... And for our... That helps search out our tuners. Only running 1 because hardly any of the deck has 0 defense. Scapegoat, Endless Decay. Actually, Endless Decay with that card would be really nice. So, tribute a zombie. Start summon 1 zombie with 0 defense from your deck. Try to run 3 of Tattoo Necro. Running 1 seems to work. You can go into a first turn Necro Zombie, Zombie Necro. I think Necro Zombie sounds so much better. Zombie Necro Dragon. You can use that and any level 4 zombie monster in your hand to ritual synchro summon into him. Oh my goodness. Next we have Glow Up Bloom. Once again, I would run 2 of this. If it is sent to the grave, you can banish it. Add 1 level 5 or higher zombie from your deck to your hand. And list pretty much any... You mainly want to do it on Red Eye Zombie or Endless Decay, but anything else. If Zombie World's on the field, special summon it instead, but either way, you can't special summon monsters except zombie type monsters that turn. Next we have Immortal Ruler. Get our Zombie World plays going. Get sent to the grave. Use that to bring it back. I don't really worry about Zombie World being sent to the grave. More or less banished, because I play against Blue Eyes. Dragon Spirit, banish, Zombie World's gone. Immortal Ruler, get it back from the grave. Next we have Scapegoat. Not only is it a level 1 tuner, you also get tokens, which makes it so much easier to go into something like Necro or Bleezy. Bleezius, actually. Beelzius. I've always called him Bleezy, even though it's not. It's B-E-L, not B-L-E-E. Beelzius. You flip it, you get tokens, pretty much 4 max, depending on how many monsters. Spirit Reaper. I would run 3, but it is so easy to get. I am so sorry for the background noise. There's so much. Spirit Reaper to not only prevent it from being destroyed by battle, anti-blue eyes, and then there's allows you to go easier into something like one of these 2. I am so sorry for the background noise. Spirit Reaper. 2 maybe. 3 is excessive because 3 it would pretty much brick you. Now, for our last zombie and our brute zombie, Endless Decay. You go into, oh my goodness, driving me crazy. Use that on the first turn. Summon Endless Decay. Endless Decay's effect activates as a 4,000 beat on the first turn, which is actually really nice. 3 Endless Decay seems a little much because you either play it in the first 2 to 3 turns or you don't play it at all. So, play it in the first 2 to 3 turns or you're dead, basically. 0 attack, 0 defense. It will never have 0 attack, I will let you know that right now. It becomes half your opponent's life points when it's summoned. Normal or special, not flipped. Unfortunate. Marionette Mite. It's actually an insect, but if you have Zombie World on the field, you can take control of an opponent's monster that easy. Bingo. Until end of turn, but that's why I'm not running 2 or 3 when we won, because it's till end of turn. If it's permanently, I'd run 3. It'd also probably be on the ban list. That's it for our monsters. Next for our spells, we start off with 2 Zombie World. My dog's driving me crazy. 3 seems to... 2 seems to work out well. You get it constantly, but you don't always draw it. But you also have enough search support in here to keep Zombie World going. While 3 would, in my opinion, brick you. Next we have Double Call of the Mummy. Call of the Mummy. Pretty good, once again. Not running 3 because if you already have one on the field, it's pointless to have 3. 1, you don't want to draw it, but you don't want to draw it late. Double Book of Life, 1 to run 3, don't have a 3rd copy. I believe I might with my spare cards, but Book of Life, banish an opponent's monster from their graveyard. That is awesome for Blue Eyes. That is just awesome. Banish their Dragon Spirit, that is 1 step closer to not losing Zombie World. Zombie World is legit the best field spell I have seen. It stops 90% of the decks that are out there today, excluding rookie decks. I'm talking about like professional decks, Odd Eyes, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Photon / Galaxy. Next we have 1 zombie Necronize. Just take control of an opponent's monster until end of the turn, and then you can target one of your banished into the deck, which is 1 run 3. I feel like 3 is a little excessive, but it's still pretty nice. Next we have 1 zombie power struggle. Now, I'm trying to run 3 because if your opponent attacks you, then that's enough to cancel out, while at the same time, why? Zombie power struggle. You reduce a zombie's attack by 1,000 or gain it by 1,000. And for our last zombie card in our spell cards, Overpowering Eye. Now I might not hold on to this. There's somebody working on vampires, which I might give this to them because this works well with vampires. Target 1 zombie you control 2,000 or less attack, you can attack directly. I mean, if it has 2,000 attack, that's 1/4 of their life points down. And here's another trick to this. You target it on something like, let's just say Endless Decay with 2,000, and then the guy can attack directly at the start, you immediately boost it up, and there you go, it has 4,000 attack. You can win. Because if you use that first, it currently has 2,000. Alright, now to search or keep our field spell on the field barrier. Field spell cards cannot be destroyed. Also, a new field spell can't be activated. You can only control 1 field barrier. So, it protects Zombie World not only if you're playing against something like Salamangreats, it stops Sanctuary, which Sanctuary is God. So, but you have to draw that on your first turn because that, or just getting Zombie World out on your first turn, stop that Balings from going to add Sanctuary to your hand. So that is awesome. So, next for our search power for Zombie World, we're running 1 Terraforming. Not running 2 because I have another search card in here that's actually could replace Terraforming in almost all of my decks. Because first things first, it's not limited, semi-limited or whatever. And it's a trap card. And it allows you to play it from your deck. That just adds it to your hand. Okay, a trap card, I understand waiting a turn does the same thing, but you can also activate it. Alright. Card destruction, sent to the grave, redraw, trying to get the Endless Decay, or the zombie to your hand. Red Eye Zombie. Any zombie, really. Next we have Return of the Zombies for our traps. Banish a zombie, and then the owner of that gets to summon one from their graveyard. That's when you banish something like, once again, a Dragon Spirit using Lost World, if I can find it. Using something like Lost World. Banish that Dragon Spirit. Alright, that's 2 down, 1 to go. So, banish it, they get to summon one from the grave, and it happens to be another Dragon Spirit, well, whatever. Next, we have Tutton Mask. The zombie would be targeted. Now, if this said any card that had zombie in its text or name or type, then I would. But run 3, not worth running 3, worth running 1. Next, we have our anti-spell fragrance, mainly to slow down blue eyes, Salamagrates. You can't use spells to turn the you can't use spells from your hand. You have to have them face down on the field one turn, and then you can. But this applies to both players, so if I don't have Zombie World on the field yet, I'm kind of a little SOL. But Magic Arm Shield, defense mechanism, all the way, awesome. Nothing wrong with that. Little funny story. Berserk Gorilla and DD Warrior Lady on the field. I had my Paladin of playtesting this deck before I confirmed it. I had my Paladin of Cursed Dragon on my field. They had DD Warrior Lady and Berserk Gorilla. Due to Berserk Gorilla's effect, they have to. I can flip it over. Paladin of Cursed Dragon. They attacked with Berserk Gorilla to Paladin. Well, bang, you are now attacking. I am sorry, my dog is driving me crazy. Might be driving you crazy too. Magic Arm Shield. Yeah, I took 500 points of damage because Berserk Gorilla, but it banished both of them. Same thing happened with the Witch of the Black Forest. So again, I took damage, but it banishes instead of sending to the grave. It was playing against an Exodia deck. And then, last but not least, I could replace any Terraforming in any of my deck times 3. And Terraforming is on the ban list at 2. This card needs to be on the ban list at 1. Metaverse. Draw one field spell card in your deck. Either add it to your hand or activate it. Awesome, 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 godly. That's just crazy. Alright, so that's our 40 card deck. For our extra deck, I think it's 11 cards. 9 cards. Alright, we have. I'm also trying to get Plague Spreader for this deck. I know I have it, 2 of it. But Plague Spreader, I don't personally see it working. Yet. Next, we have trying to run 3. But unfortunately, I don't have 3. It's pretty much a zombie dragon with a better effect, because if any zombie dies, not just a zombie it's attacking. Summon it to your field once per turn. Bleeziest Diabolic Dragons. Don't have Bleezy anymore, otherwise I'd run that too, but Beelzy, Beels are the Diabolic Dragons, and Beelzy, us. The Diabolic Dragons. Well, 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense, 1 dark tuner plus 2 or more non-tuners. It's actually pretty easy. Unfortunately, you can summon it with Glow Up Bloom, but it's just going to be so much harder. So I would use Tetsunecro to summon him. I'm a Scrap Dragon. Once again, easy to summon. Endless Decay plus that Scapegoat. Scapegoat with that. To get that, the tokens. For our last Synchro monster, Coral Dragon. Also, Scrap Dragon, you have no fear to get rid of your own monsters. Zombies love being in the grave. They're zombies. You get resurrected. And then Coral Dragon, same reason. Just easier to summon. Yay. For our Xyz, we have 2 Phantom Knights of Breaksword. Breaksword is awesome. Once again, don't be afraid to destroy your own zombies. They will get resurrected, most likely. Unfortunately, in this deck, there's not like 3 level 3 monsters. Bug, which you will never play. There's Spirit, and then there is the Tuner, Tetsunecro. But it's not gonna be that hard to summon. You probably won't go into 2, but take an opponent's monster, probably will. Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, 2 level 4s, not that difficult. Especially the fact that it's level 4s, level 7s. Level 4 is the main level in my deck, so Dark Rebellion won't be hard to summon. Next we have Maestroka, the Symphony Djinn. Same thing with Dark Rebellion. This is more to stop dinos I play against, mainly because Ultimate Conductor Tyranna loves to turn things face down. Zombies are super weak to that. The fact that most zombies have 0, like 1,000 or less attack, mainly 0. And then for our last card, once again, it's a rank 3. Not going to be that hard to summon, or it's going to be a little difficult to summon. But it helps with our banished zombies is Leviar, the Sea Dragon. Leviar, Sea Dragon. It targets 1 in detaching material. Target 1 banished level 4 or lower monster. Special summon it. So that's nice. It's very much so nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing much. Deck's pretty self-explanatory. It's even a budget deck. The Zombie World was 20 bucks. It's also out of print. The Zombie Horde is 10 bucks. I just got these in today, so this is a brand new deck. I will come up with more updates when I get cards. So, see you later. Next time on a video. Peace out.